Hi, I'm Robert Martin. Jackie has asked me to do a guest video and share with all of you some of my ideas about getting and staying in kick-butt shape, which is something that I do know about. I am 61 years old and I have got this going on. So the reason that I have been able to maintain this, incidentally, I also have a very unusual strength to body weight ratio. I'm strong. I don't only look young, but I've got youthful strength as well. And I've been able to maintain this at my age because I have discovered that there are certain exercise modalities that trigger your body to release youthful levels of your own natural, safe human growth hormone and testosterone. What a great discovery. Those two substances are crucial in maintaining lean body mass, lean body muscle, and keeping away the body fat. Even more so as you age. So any way that you can exercise to enhance that is a great way to go. One of those exercise modalities that I'm going to talk about here is called high-intensity interval training. High-intensity interval training is very, very effective in many ways. I'm not going to get into a big, deep discussion about the theory of it. I'm going to assume you know at least a little bit about it, beyond what I just told you about human growth hormone and testosterone. But if you want to find out more, you can research it. You know, Tabata protocol, all that kind of stuff. That would be very lengthy, and the purpose here is to show you a routine that you can do. Now, my favorite high-intensity interval cardio workout is hill sprints. I love hill sprints. They're great. But obviously for that you need a hill and you need decent weather. The routine I'm going to show you here, you can do indoors, at home, no equipment. All winter long, no problem. Very handy that way. So let's get into it. The workout that I'm going to show you consists of 3 exercises. Those 3 exercises make up one set, and you're going to do 3 sets. So throughout the routine, you're going to go through 9 segments of high intensity. The first exercise is a modification of an exercise called a burpee. Now, in a standard burpee, what you do is, from a standing position, you drop down, put your hands on the floor, throw your feet back into the top part of a push-up position, bring your feet back in, and then jump up in the air. Intensely, jump up intensely. Now, the modification that I do is when I throw my feet back, instead of just staying with my arms extended, I drop down immediately, simultaneously with the foot thrust. I simultaneously drop down into the bottom portion of a push-up position. So it looks like this. And then the jump. Now what that does is incorporates more muscles. It brings in some chest and arms, which otherwise would not be involved. And the more muscles you involve, the more effectively you're going to get yourself out of breath. You're going to raise your heart rate and your breathing. And you're going to be using more muscles in a more athletic way and build a more athletically functional body. Always a good thing. So that's the first exercise, and you're going to do 10 of those. 10 burpees. Down, legs, back, jump. That's 1. You're going to do 10 of those. Now, the theory again behind high-intensity interval training. And as I come up here, I see I got to squat down a little bit so you can see all my gray hair, otherwise I won't be in the frame. The theory behind high-intensity intervals is that you do something that at full intensity, as hard as you can go, which you can only do for about 20 seconds or so. The human body cannot go at full effort for longer than that. When you consider, for instance, Olympic events, 100-meter run is full-out sprint, no pacing involved at all, like you have to pace yourself for the mile. 200 meters, full-out sprint, but just barely. Anything longer than that, you have to start the pace because, you know, like a cheetah can go like lightning for a short distance and then can't go any longer. Human body works the same way. You can only go full, absolute maximum intensity for about 20 seconds or so. So any any exercise program that's talking about high intensity intervals that tells you go as hard as you can for a minute, well, you're not actually going as hard as you can for a minute. It's not possible. You have to pace yourself through that minute because the human body just can't do it. Anyway, enough of that. I said I wasn't going to get into the theories too much. So anyway, after that first exercise, after the burpees, what you're going to do is you're going to time your interval before you start the next one simply by counting breaths. And depending on where you are in the series of intense intervals and your fitness level, you're going to need anywhere from a minimum of 10 to maybe you might need like 40 breaths. And if that's what you need, that's okay. Probably after the first set of burpees you won't need that much because you're not going to be that much out of breath yet. But that's the idea that you're going to carry through this entire thing, is anywhere from a minimum of 10 to a maximum of 40 breaths. After you've recovered enough so that you can go into the next exercise with some intensity, because again, to me it's preferable to have something in the tank before you start the next interval. I don't like to go into it just like still so out of breath from the previous thing that I can't really be intense about the next one. So you don't want to get yourself back to normal breathing and heart rate by any means, but you don't want to be so exhausted that you just can't give good intensity to the next segment. The next segment will be what I call triple jumps. This comes from my martial arts background. I have a black belt in Taekwondo, and we used to do this. A triple jump is, as the name implies, it's 3 jumps which make up 1 rep. And the first jump is where you jump up and raise your knees up to your chest like this. The second jump, you're going to jump up and raise your heels up to your butt like that. And the third jump is a little tougher. You're going to jump up and touch your toes in front of you like that. That triple jump I call 1 rep, and you're going to do 10 of those. So let me show you 1 rep of a triple jump. Knees, heels, toes. That's 1. You're going to do 10 of those. And let me tell you, that will get you huffing and puffing, probably more so than the burpees. You will probably need more breaths after that one before you go into the third exercise. So, modified burpees, triple jumps, breaths in between, whatever you need between 10 and 40. And then after the triple jumps, whatever you need between 10 and 40. And the third exercise is a modified mountain climber. Now, a standard mountain climber, again, from my martial arts background, I like to do these on my fists. A standard mountain climber just looks like this. You're just shifting your feet, and they stay within the boundaries of your hands. The modification that I like to do is I start with my foot up here outside of my hand, and then shift like that. Now that is 1 rep, so it'd be 1, 2, 3. Every time your left foot comes back, you count 1 rep. And you're going to do 32 of those. Why 32? Well, I'm also a professional musician, have been for decades, and musical phrases come in 2s and 4s and 8s and 16s. 30 just feels wrong. It's got to be 32. And the extra 2 won't kill you, so do 32. So that is 1 set. 10 modified burpees. The modification being that you go down to the bottom of a push-up position. However many breaths you need, between 10 and 40. 10 triple jumps, 3 jumps being 1 rep. Knees, heels, toe touch, that's 1 rep. Knees, heels, toe touch, that's 2 reps. 10 reps of those. 10 to 40 breaths, and 32 modified mountain climbers, counting 1 each time your left foot comes back to the starting position. Now that will get you, I'm telling you again, that'll get you huffing and puffing, especially by the time you get to the towards the end of that. You'll be feeling it, and again, what it does, it triggers human growth hormone and testosterone, and just does a wonderful thing for you that you do not get from long, slow distance. Now, if you love long, slow distance and you just love doing that, and I know a lot of people do, that's cool. I'm not telling you don't do it, but I would strongly urge you to incorporate as well some high-intensity interval cardio, because you will get some advantages that you will not get from the long, slow distance. It forces your body to deal with an intense increase in your breathing and your heart rate, and then teaches you to recover from that, and then go through that again, that intense raising and then the recovery again. You never tap into that capacity, let alone improve it, when you do long, slow distance. You do tap into it when you do high intensity intervals, and you also get the human growth hormone and testosterone and other advantages, again, that I'm not going to go into very deeply here. So there you go. That is a great routine, and give it a shot. It will give you some benefits. It will keep you young like I am at 61. So, hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I'm sorry, one more thing. If you want to find out more about what I teach, Jackie has provided a link below, and check out that link and you can find out. So again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it. Give it a try. Make it a great day.